Looking for a simple and easy way to eat healthier? Let me show you how with this tastier and more nutritious version of a Panda Express classic. If you're new to the channel, I'm Geronimo, and I'm a professional chef and product designer in the San Francisco Bay Area. Growing up, my dad and I often found ourselves in a rush and without a home-cooked meal. So that's when we would head over to our local Panda Express, where I always had one dish in mind, the mushroom chicken. It was my absolute favorite with its different vegetables and textures, especially those savory mushrooms. Today, I'm excited to share a healthier version of this childhood favorite with you that's affordable to make and comes together in just 30 minutes. We'll be swapping out some of the less nutritious ingredients, saying goodbye to things like guar gum, sugar, and caramel flavor. So get your aprons on and let's get cooking.
So first things first, we need to marinate and tenderize the chicken to make it extra juicy and flavorful. Start by grabbing a pound of boneless, skinless chicken thighs and cut them into bite-sized pieces, around 1-inch cubes. Pop them into a large mixing bowl and add in 2 tablespoons of coconut aminos, a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, and a 1/4 cup of arrowroot starch. Give the chicken a good mix until all the pieces are nicely coated, and then let it sit in the fridge to marinate. The baking soda is a base that reacts with the proteins in the chicken, making them more tender and juicy, so trust me, your taste buds will thank you for this step. Alright, now that we've got our chicken marinating in all those delicious flavors, let's move on to prepping the veggies. For this recipe, we'll need 1 large zucchini. Start by splitting it lengthwise, then slice it into 1/4-inch pieces. Next up, we'll need some Cremini mushrooms or white button, your preference. Trim off the stems to give the mushrooms a better base to cut from. Then cut them in half, and then again without splitting them to quarter them. If you have big mushrooms like me, you can also cut them into 1/8. And there you have it. Our veggies are now ready to go. Alrighty folks, we're almost ready to get this dish cooking, but the last bit of prep is to make the stir-fry sauce. Trust me, this is the secret. Grab a mixing bowl and add 2 tablespoons of chicken stock, 4 tablespoons of coconut aminos, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, 2 teaspoons of toasted sesame oil, 6 cloves of garlic, grated, and 1 inch of fresh ginger, grated. Mix everything together until it's nice and combined, and our stir-fry sauce is all ready to go. Alright folks, it's time to bring all these delicious ingredients together and make this dish come alive. Let's get that wok or large pan heated up over medium-high heat. Once it's hot, add 4 tablespoons of avocado oil and let it heat up for a few seconds. Now it's time to add in our marinated chicken. Make sure to lay the chicken pieces flat in a single layer to get them a nice sear. Don't crowd the pan and let the chicken cook undisturbed for 2 to 3 minutes until you see that beautiful golden brown color. Flip the chicken over and repeat on the other side until cooked all the way through. Once the chicken is cooked, remove it from the pan and set it aside. In the same pan, add in zucchini and mushrooms with a couple of pinches of kosher salt and let them saute for about 3 minutes. Feel free to add any more oil if you need to. Once they're cooked, add the chicken back in and pour in the stir-fry sauce. Give everything a good toss and let it cook together for about 1 to 2 minutes until the sauce has thickened up. To finish it off, sprinkle some sesame seeds on top and you're done. Just like that, you've made some delicious and healthy Panda Express mushroom chicken. Serve it up with some fluffy white rice, and you've got yourself a complete meal that's both nutritious and comforting.
Alright friends, I'm so excited to try this mushroom chicken recipe. Are y'all ready? I'm ready to dig in. So the way I like to eat it is to get a spoonful of everything. So some chicken, a zucchini, some mushroom, and then a little bit of rice. So it's kind of a spoonful of everything to balance all the delicious flavors. So it's the perfect balance of sweet, savory, umami, and then it's got the freshness of the vegetables. The vegetables aren't cooked too much, so they're not too crunchy or too soft, and they kind of just pop in your mouth, which adds a really nice texture to the dish. In contrast to the chicken, which has that protein texture, and the veggies, it's the perfect balance. And the chicken is really nice and juicy, so it really helps to marinate and tenderize the chicken while we prep everything else. And then there's an ever so little heat or kick from the white pepper, which brings a nice balance to the dish as well. So what I love about this dish is that it's quick and easy to make. Perfect for busy professionals who want a satisfying meal but don't want to work hours in the kitchen. Plus, it's a lot lighter and healthier than the takeout version, so you can indulge guilt-free. If you enjoy this recipe, check out my other recipe video here where I show you how to make tortang talong, aka Filipino eggplant omelet, which is rated as one of the best egg dishes in the world. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.